And there's no time. It just jumps right into it.
It just said, you started recording.
You're listening to, and this is why I love comics. Andy and Mike!
And even John Byrne couldn't save it.
And welcome to another episode of And This Is Why I Love Comics. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here today. Welcome all newcomers, all old comers. I don't know old timers? Old timers, I guess.
Or all the middle comers.
Right.
Sounds highly inappropriate. We usually let the other people finish, though.
Right. We might have to...
Happy New Year, everybody. We're already canceled.
The Not Safe for Work episode.
Started off with a bang.
Oh, man. We're just chatting away here. We're going to talk about the new year. This is season 6. And so welcome to season 6. Lots of good plans ahead. All on the road to 100.
We can't believe it, and This Is Why I Love Comics is on the road to episode 100. And to celebrate this milestone, we're giving you a chance to win some awesome comic prizes. We're putting together a killer prize pack with at least 5 trade paperbacks and 1 signed item by comic pro Adam Hughes. And we pay for it all. Starting now, just let us know you're out there. Every time you interact with us, you get an entry. Comment on a post, send us an email or message. Tag us or mention us online in a different chat. You can even text us. Every single time counts as another entry. And if you leave us a review, that's worth 5 entries all by itself. The big drawing happens when we drop episode 100 later this upcoming year, so don't wait. Let Andy and Mike know you are out there. Start commenting, messaging, and spreading the comic love now.
How many issues did Stan Lee and Jack Kirby do of Fantastic Four? Like, that was like, for the longest period of time, that was like the undisputed longest like run of duo or team on a single book.
I'm typing it in now. I was going to not tell you that I was typing it, and then... Did you know Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created a total of 102 regular issues of the Fan 4? Along with 6 annual issues.
Wow. Okay. Well, I just wanted to see if we can at least meet or surpass.
We're getting there. We're close.
Stan and Kirby's run on the Fan 4.
My hand's healing pretty good.
Nice.
I can tell when I overdo it because it hurts like crazy, which today I kind of did. I was moving some furniture around, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I got another like 3 or 4 weeks of a wrap.
Okay.
And
I'm afraid to ask what kind of therapy they're asking you to do for reasons.
They haven't. When they look at it again in a couple weeks, they're going to determine whether I need physical therapy or not. I don't think I will. I'm able to move it. It's just regaining some strength in the thumb and the index kind of thing, like opening jars and stuff. I can't do that at all right now.
Yeah, and probably for the remainder of your days. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That pickle jar just remain closed.
Right, yeah. I can't get to the pickles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just going to eat some plain hamburgers, man.
The scars can come out pretty cool looking.
What kind of story are you going to put along with it? Are you going to make a fantastical tale about those scars?
Well, everybody knows Santa's a knife man, and he got one on me.
Yeah, you're now on the naughty list.
Be a shark bite or...
So, we just exited the holidays. Do you have rituals for the holidays? Like, what do you do over Christmas/New Year?
I clap my hands together and say, it's done. And... And that's it. Ritual-wise, we just got out of school break, so my 3 kids that remain in the house. They were home for 2 weeks. And other than that, for like holidays, I know you watch Lord of the Rings and stuff. We don't have any of that. We mostly watch Elf. And this year we watched a couple different Christmas movies. But other than that, we don't really have a thing. We really should. I mean, we decorated, at least a week before Christmas this time. So that's way ahead of schedule. I wish we could say we traveled or something. Not yet. Nothing like that. How about you?
As much as I've watched the Lord of the Rings movies time and time again, the prospect of watching the extended editions, like 4 hours of just one movie, let alone the whole trilogy, I finally convinced my wife to sit down and like watch it. So I'm like going, okay, let's watch it. And she made it to the end of the epilogue part, but not the full epilogue, like the exposition or whatever. Yeah, exposition where, they're trying to explain the history of the ring and so forth. She didn't even get it past Kate Blanchett talking. She was out.
When you started, I thought she made it to like Sam shows he has kids at the end of the movie and stuff like that.
No,
I was like, no, the War of the Ring at the beginning.
Yes. Yeah. And like, I'm just seeing her eyes glaze over, kind of like what? What? Why are these? Who's that? Who's this? Is that the bad guy? Does he show? And I'm like going, oh. And then she's just like, I look over again, eyes are closed, head's back, just gone. And that was like 20 minutes in at most.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, there's another 3.5 hours. No, I will say that I watch it, but it's usually running in the background as I'm kind of doing some other things. I've seen it so many times that it's like, I just kind of pass through and go, hey, there's that scene. Oh, that's cool. I did kind of catch my gratuitous He-Man She-Ra Christmas special. But
good. You watched that again too, huh?
Yeah. But this time I watched it on YouTube. I've got like Blu-ray. I've got it on DVD. I've got the VHS and all this other stuff. But I try to shake it up a little bit and I watched a YouTube one that
because you like commercials.
Exactly. In this case, it was because somebody recorded it as it aired, and it had nothing but toy commercials or snack commercials from that era. And it's like, here's this great commercial about Sucktars by Coleco. There's other ones that like, I don't remember these toy lines, let alone, that's like, obviously that didn't last very long, that particular toy line, but Beautiful Kins or something like that. It was like these girl, kind of fashion doll line that didn't last. And so, I mean, they were really hyping up other products, hoping that, this would help propel them for the Christmas season. But man, it's a terrible cartoon. So those commercials help kind of make it more palatable this year as a change of pace. So it wasn't like the same cartoon. It's like, right. I've seen it enough, but I've watched it so long that I'm like, well, yep. But you're going to have to find something to kind of keep things, spice it up a little bit.
And your wife woke up at the end of that one.
Yeah. Which one's He-Man?
Where are the elves?
Yeah. It's the same movie. We were watching it. Partway through, it becomes animated. The CGI gets really crappy at the end. They lost the budget. It's a rough one to watch, but I enjoy it for it being that bad. I mean, having watched Mystery Science Theater for the decades or so, you can put up with a lot of terrible, terrible movies. I did also watch the on YouTube is the Riff Tracks version of the Star Wars Christmas special.
Ooh, I didn't know that was out.
Yeah, well, I don't know how official because somebody uploaded it to the YouTubes.
Right, yeah.
But man, that is now there's key scenes that aren't there, and they kept the commercials in it as well. So clearly, someone's they riffed it based off of the VHS tape of it, so it wasn't anything official, like a cleaned up version of that recording. But it was, has like something about look for the union label, about union workers in the fabric industry, and a bunch of other random commercials, and they'll make fun of the commercials as well. So it's well done, and a heavily made up Mark Hamill. I think this was shortly after the auto accident he was in, and he looks like he's about ready to step on stage on some off Broadway play. It's like, that's a lot of mascara, my friend. And then you could just see like Carrie Fisher, rest her soul, like she looks like she's a super goofballed up.
Super coked up.
Yeah. I mean, she's like, she starts singing that Life Day song at the end, and it's just, whew, I don't understand why she kind of got it into the drugs. If I had to be relegated to having to sing that song, but B. Arthur and Harvey Korman, both of them make the show even more unbelievably terrible to watch.
I've only watched it once, and I called it good. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing that even as a child, as desperate as we were for anything Star Wars, when that thing aired, it's like, what the heck is this?
Oof, I don't know. I might have to go back to Star Trek.
yeah. It's like I'm going to start reading, Charles Dickens or something, just
Right.
anything. Like I'm swearing off all science fiction after watching this, if that's what they're going to do.
Thank God for Buck Rogers, right?
Ooh, yeah, with Commander Deering or whatever her name was.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, then she moved on to Silver Spoons, and it's like, can I tolerate Ricky Schroeder to see a little bit of Linda Gray?
Tweaky
Or
or
Aaron
Ricky
Gray.
Schroeder? Dr. Theopolis or whatever.
Yeah, which are just hockey pucks with light bulbs in them, man. That was, the season 2 had Hawk in order to try to make show a little bit more sci-fi related.
I have a memory of those characters, but I couldn't tell you any episodes they were on, what the plot was, or, I know that in season 2 they were on a ship rather than Earth, and they were traveling somewhere, but that's about all I know.
I do like the fact that everything was called New something. In the future, they're going to New Philadelphia. And you're like, thinking at some point, it can't be new anymore.
Right. I'd rather go to West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Man, back when that guy was actually tolerable to watch.
Not anymore.
100% full of himself. He was at like 80% full of himself. Yeah, Christmas otherwise, we set up our Christmas trees, and we had the dogs. Whew, so many like memories and sentimental nature that I have. We've had to put all the ornaments that have meaning behind closed doors on one tree, and then we had a regular one that was like, the dogs shouldn't be in this area, so we should be okay. Minutes, ornaments busted.
Oh,
It's like, dang it.
my dog could care less about the tree. He's just another thing in the way. I'll go sleep on this cushion over here.
Yeah, this was not it's just, we have a bigger dog, and the tail has its own zip code kind of a thing. It just swings with a mind of its own, and it just, like Godzilla's tail, just takes out buildings, and the dog just has zero understanding of what it just did, or like that the tail even did a thing. So there was a 7-Eleven Slurpee cup run, and on the front of it had the hero, and on the back was a synopsis of that character. I was thinking I'll grab the cups, read off, and I only had the Marvel ones, and I had some of the monsters as well, but you'd have to try to guess character was being said based off of the back of the cup. And some of them were really dopey. Like, here's an example. I just pulled this one up. An android with human brain patterns programmed into my computer mind. I sometimes wonder, am I human or machine? I know only that because of my ability to walk through solid objects, my allies, the Avengers, have named me... And you have to fill in.
Amazo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Red
Super
Tornado.
Deploy. So they always ended on the hero's name. That was kind of the way that it kind of just worked out. Some of them are a little like, maybe a little too on the nose, but it's just quirky fun. And I just thought, man, that's a throwback. I guess these things came out in 1975. As Sam Wilson, social worker, I do what I can for my community, but no one suspects that in times of dangers, I fight by the side of Captain America as the
Falcon.
Say it again, Sam. Maybe this time I'll believe it.
I was looking through the archives today, and I just sent you a document I found in the archives. It's called the Super Duper Hero Maker. I just texted it to you.
Oh.
There's
okay.
a column A and a column B, and you would make a superhero name out of picking one from one and one from the other.
Yeah.
From our Champions days.
Fox Spear.
Fire Dragon.
Star Stalker.
Dragon Star.
Where did this come from? Was this just something that you guys kind of pulled together, or did
no, I'm sure I stole it from some sort of magazine or something.
Okay.
And back then I hand wrote it because, that's...
Didn't have access to photocopy machines.
Right. I went, I could use this for, like, quick names,
Yeah, there's some where it would be kind of funny if we try to flesh out the character a little bit more, like if it was Thunder Queen, where they're okay. Yeah. It's like, okay, so what do you think Thunder Queen would be like?
Yeah.
Would she have any weaknesses? Would she
Yeah, that'd be a fun, like, little creative arrangement we could do sometime too. Along with this article of wondrous names, I found all our DC hero guys, all our champions guys, and all my notes and storylines and your drawings from back then.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing stuff that I'm going to save for the next time you're up here.
Now, do you feel like you just time traveled with that?
Yes, pretty much so. There was characters from all our friends that we hung out with back then.
Nothing in particular, man.
Great memories and some, I don't remember making this character at all. And so it looked like a lot of fun. Something maybe we can look at when we have the videos running up. Creating a little care package for you. I figured you could have some of those back.
Brilliant. Yeah, sorry about that. Missed out on Christmas. Speaking of the dogs, we dropped the dogs off and we made it an hour and a half to get up to Grand Rapids and visiting, having a great time. Bring. You need to come and pick up your dog. It's like, it's like an hour and a half away. Well, we close in 40 minutes. Yeah. So my daughter's boyfriend had to go and pick up the dog. Then my wife came and just basically had to stay the weekend or the over Christmas. I spent Christmas Eve with my childhood family, but not,
Not your married family.
Yeah. And then I got then my son and daughter came up at the end that night. So I didn't have a car, couldn't go anywhere. Was fully understanding that, but it was like, daggum, nothing makes you feel like, yeah, I'm back to being a kid again. No car to go anywhere, and stuck at the house on the holidays, and nothing to do, and nothing to watch on TV, and just waiting for Christmas.
And normally I would have gone, okay, well, I could go over there. But with my hand and stuff and my recent surgery, it's like, I'm kind of stuck too. So.
Yep, that's two of us.
Let's talk the road to 100 for a second. We are on episode, I think this is 89, are wanting to send out a prize to someone when we hit episode 100. And I've got a few trades and a drawing that a professional Adam Hughes did, and I'm going to throw in some other books. I'm going to make it fun and worthwhile. Maybe even a t-shirt from the show, and all, of course, just mailed to you. You don't have to do anything except comment or text or review us, and you'll earn entries into the drawing, which we will then do when we hit episode 100, and we'll mail you stuff out. We do have a few people who have entered, whether you realize it or not. Like, they could just be commenting because they like to hear it, and they don't even know about the road to 100, but they've entered because they like send little hearts and little comments, mostly on our TikTok, but you could do it on our Facebook page, or even... Could you do it on Instagram? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But somewhere, you could also, probably the easiest one would be at the top of our webpage, and this is whylovecomics.buzzsprout.com. There's a little link at the top that says, text these guys. And if you click that, it just sends a text to us. You could say whatever. Try not to be too negative, please. You could just do that, and we will enter you into the drawing, and it'll be fun. So on the way, on the road to 100, I want to do interviews, both new and old. Kind of started getting this be something you wanted to do, and I've gotten a couple responses back so far, both very positive, and also want to go back and finally, interview Kevin again, who just got engaged New Year's Eve. Congratulations, Kevin. And, Matt 10.0, maybe even have the gaming group that we used to have, that we've already, had on once. Maybe get the Dana and Dave back on, and maybe John this time or something like that. Just with some new voices and old voices back again before we hit 100. What do you think about that?
Dang, I'd be all for it. Yeah, my son also expressed interest.
Oh, yeah, yes. Yes, that would be maybe a good Batman episode for your son, since he's a big Batman fan.
Oh, man, yeah. And he also holds the same stance about the overuse of Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Oh, you've raised him well.
He's got, some moral praising.
I have a secret guest that I'm trying to get on, but I'm not going to even tell you, Mike. But I will say... he's a comic professional.
What?
That I'm slowly working on, trying to get, and then I got to come up with a backup plan if this gentleman does not want to be interviewed. But there's that too, and we will all have that coming up. It kind of reminds me of my old days when I was doing Wizards writing interviews.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Trying to get the professionals to even notice you. Made me reminisce about the old days at Wizards AOL line. So there's that, and I'm super excited about that. Like, let's have all the, at least most of the 90s be interviews. I do want to review a couple books too. I know you've said a few things that you want to review. Alan Davis's The Nail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to do another round of New Teen Titans with George Perez. Get out of the teens.
Leave the teenagers behind in the teens.
Right. Perhaps Secret Wars 2.
Yeah.
Since there's a movie coming out.
There's a What If, wasn't there, that actually had Tony Stark as Dr. Doom?
Was there? I don't know.
I feel like there was some actual story. Not that this is necessarily based off of it.
I have zero hope in Marvel movies at the moment, so... at this point, if it's mildly entertaining, I'll be like, okay, I guess that's cool. I'm sure there's going to be stuff just for shock value. They brought this person back, or, But, even bringing back Robert Downey Jr. is like, why? He had a great ending. He had a good arc. He couldn't get it any better than that. That was the height of Marvel, from Iron Man to Endgame. And that was his story throughout. Yes, I just don't bring him back. And then, of course, they do.
It was a What If Iron Man Demon in an Armor. It was in 2010. Apparently, alternate history, Victor Von Doom is Tony Stark's college roommate instead of Reed Richards.
Of course.
Victor uses a machine to swap his mind with Tony, taking over his privileged life and company, while Tony, in Victor's body, ends up in Latveria.
So, what are your dreams for the road to 100? What do you want to see us do? in the next 12 episodes?
Man, that's a really good question. I would like to do, kind of a wins, losses recap. Like what ones we thought in hindsight we might have looked at it again. Because some of those early ones, woof, not saying that Cosmic Odyssey was, going to change the world if we went back to it again. But it's like,
It might.
just kind of looking through some of those back episodes going like, did we come to the right conclusion on this one? Did we really think that this is still as good? Were there any of them that if we reread it again, would we change our mind on any of them? And I'm just kind of curious to see if you would have thought if there was something that was like, yeah, in hindsight, we're probably, because it's easy to tear things down, but, maybe there was something that was like, well, that one actually was pretty good. We just didn't give it the chance.
I like that. That's a good idea. That might be a good one for episode 100 or 99 or something like that.
Yeah, just kind of before we get to the, it's like one of those where it's like, and here's some honorable mentions before we get to the number one spot.
There's going to be some books I'm like, we read that? And so that'll be fun. I'm old, so... once we are 20 episodes past something, I forget we read the book at all.
Oh, yeah.
So, I do maybe like episode 100 when I hit Crisis on Infinite Earths. I think that's one we've avoided, and it's 12 issues, but I think that'd be a good 100 episode.
Oh, yeah. That was brilliant.
I've already talked about Secret Wars, which is, to me, that's the other initial big miniseries event. Maybe we'll try to get Jamie back too. He was very popular in that episode.
Yeah. Talk about the toy industry. He's still plugging away, kind of catch up a little bit.
He still runs his YouTube channel, and that'll be fun to catch up with him again. So I'll send out some. I don't know when we'll record with you, but are you interested in, sometime in the next 10 months? Because I don't know when episode 100 will hit, but.
Because one of the things that I would love to talk about is the dollar bins. I mean, the first time I went to that Lang's. Yeah, that'd be a full episode on its own.
The dollar bins are amazing. My favorite thing about comic collecting is the dollar bins, just to see what big stores will put in there because they have so many of something, or they only focus on something that's worth more than, $10. That is probably, like, out of my last 5 years of collecting, I probably have gotten 85% out of dollar bins. Talking hundreds and hundreds of issues of stuff just out of dollar bins, mostly at Lang's, but not all of them. I haven't been there in probably a year now.
Oh, really? In their new spot?
Yeah, I've only gone there once.
It's overwhelming.
Number 3 Son. Yeah, and it's almost a waste of space. Like, it's too big. They don't have enough to super fill it. Like, they have a lot, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're missing out on some things. But their dollar bins, they used to be only on the weekend. Now they're in their main store, so you could go there at any time, which is great. And of course, that's when I haven't done it at all. It was almost as if the draw for me was, it's only open these 2 days. I got to go. And now that I could go there anytime, and I haven't.
Yeah. There was a giant vintage toy sale in Chicago called Kane County. A friend and coworker, he knew about it, and he came from Alabama. This thing is it's huge. It fills up an entire 4-H fairgrounds. All the buildings are filled. All the outbuildings are filled. And then there's people selling stuff out of their cars. It's just a massive vintage toys, right? So when he moved up here, he's like, I'm going to be able to go to that Kane County toy show at long last. He went religiously. It was a long drive to get there, long drive to get back. He wins the door prize of a lifetime free admission to go into this place. Never went back. And I was like, what?
What? Oh man,
Yeah,
especially into a con or something. That'd be
yeah.
amazing.
And then just nope. It was too long to get out there, and there's too many things to buy, and the budget wasn't there anymore, and
Well, I sympathize. That's just
even free admission isn't enough to get him to make that trip.
well, that's a sad story.
Yep. On that dour note.
But you're collecting. I assume you have increased your comic books collection by 1,000,000 at least if you're going to dollar bins.
Yeah, it's good and bad. And the worst part of it is trying to find the time to read them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still haven't read all of mine that I've gotten, and it's been a few years.
So, I mean, there's some where I've been waiting until I got the complete run. You know, there's several I'm seeing like 1 or 2 issues from. And then once I get those 2 issues, then I'll be like, okay, cool. And then some I got just because it's like, I had this as a kid. I've already read it. The issues I had were in just crap condition. This is giving me an opportunity to get the books in a better shape. And then I don't know what to do with the old ones, though. So for what it's worth, I have this collecting comic collectors app kind of a deal. It gives all these different stats. I have not gone back through any of my existing collection. I've only logged in the stuff that I've been picking up since starting
Oh, that's cool.
dollar comics. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because when you realize it's a dollar comic, it tells you exactly how many dollars you've spent. You know, if they were like $50 issues, I would only go like, well, you know, I picked up, 10 of those. So that would have been like $500. And it would have been like, yeah, that's a chunk of change. But they would have been spread out. I think we started these dollar bins maybe a year ago. Actually, it has a status to when I started. But right now I'm at 1,095. And it's like, yeah, when am I going to get a chance to read 1,000 comics?
Do you get to the point where they give you a box for free?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at several locations.
Oh yeah, that's what I love when Langs does that. It's like,
Yeah, here, just take a box.
You just spent $200. Here's a box.
We can throw that in.
Right. It's a used box, but here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to a flea market and the guy had fill a short box for $20. And I'm thinking like, oh. And it's like a short box can hold around between 150 to 175, let's say, for $20. Okay.
And
So, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. I mean, I grabbed that one. Was like, okay, I need to fill. Yeah, I got like 1.5 inches of empty space here at the back of the box. Just grab random books, and that's what it kind of came to. So a lot of these I were looking at, it's like, ooh. But what was kind of fun about this particular app is that it lists like, okay, the top publishers that you have in your collection, the top formats you have, and then the top characters that appear in your Marvel or DC or Image or Dynamite or Comico. What order do you think who do you think my top publisher that I had picked up would be?
Oh, I'm going to go DC.
Not too far. That's 26% of the collection is DC.
All right. I'm going to go Marvel then.
Yeah, that's 33%. Yeah. But it's amazing how many little offshoot books aren't that far behind. And then as far as characters go...
Are you getting back into Captain America? You got some Daredevils?
I'm into a burn state of mind. So if the gentleman won the Babe contest, I'm like, what's all this hullabaloo about?
Right.
So I went back through and I'm picking up a bunch of burn runs.
Okay. So Fan 4, West Coast.
Yeah. One, oddly enough, that I didn't pick up that I just did was Byrne's Superman title. So I didn't get it. I had his Action Comics run because I was kind of like Superman team up, but I didn't get his Superman run because what was it, issue 2 or 3 where it's like Lex Luthor's computer said that Clark Kent was Superman, and he goes, "No, that's impossible."
Inconceivable.
Yeah, it's like that was right on the cover, and it's like, I'm not buying these issues. That's the dumbest concept yet.
And it still is. That's the dumbest issue that Byrne did.
But yeah, so Superman, out of the 1,095 comics, Superman's in 105 of them.
Have the whole run of that?
I'm missing the one with where Superman's face is distorted by Joker gas. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
It was issue 2 when it was the secret revealed.
Yeah, it was like, that's your idea right out of the gate. The one that might throw you off as far as my top 20 characters list, in the number 10 spot. Most of them are like, go Superman, Mr. Fantastic, then it's auxiliary characters like, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, just because when you get the Fan 4, you get the Fan 4, so it's all 4 of those characters show up in most of those books. But in my number 9 and 10, 11 and 12, it's a quartet of characters.
A traditional quartet of characters?
Yeah, yep. These guys are all together. I would give you a crisp $100 bill if you can guess this in 3 guesses.
Challengers of the Unknown.
Nope. But one of the characters looks as if he came right out of the Challengers.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's Johnny Quest and Company.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So out of the 1,000, I have 37 Johnny Quest comics, which I don't know if that's here's the wide variety of books I've been picking up. If Johnny Quest with 37 is basically like right up there with Batman, Superman, and the Fan 4.
Yeah.
And actually outpaces Lex Luthor and Wonder Woman.
Who couldn't outrun Lex Luthor?
True.
I mean, it depends if it's the Byrne one or the current one,
Yeah, it is a little tricky because, well, they could say it's like Earth Zero. I guess they're all Earth Zero.
All right. It's all one Earth now, right?
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I did just read the other day that they're bringing back the Legion of Superheroes again. So I can't wait for that version to bomb. But I'm hoping that it sticks it out and it's not the Bendis version. Please don't even have a single character of that version.
What about the Jeff Johns? Didn't he tackle it?
Yeah, I could tolerate that since it had some remnants of the Paul Levitt stuff, but I don't know. I almost wish they'd go back to the Archie version because at least that was like 138 issues of like consistent characterization.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure if they've lost me, longtime Legion collector. I'm not even sure if I'd be even gonna bother. I'll take a look at it though.
Yeah. See what they do, but
let's hope Mark Waid's involved or something because he's the only one that is kicking it out of the ballpark.
Yeah. I just picked up the Captain Marvel or the Shazam run with Dan Mara's art, whatever. Yeah, I'd like the character. I would like to see just as much as I say the X-Men don't exist in the Marvel universe or shouldn't, they're contrary to the whole point. I still don't think that Captain Marvel should be in the DC universe.
I agree. They should have their own separate Earth. If you want to do a crossover, go for it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like 2 different kind of feels. Like it's just a different feeling, and it should be just a different story universe and its own thing. I think that a lot of that DC stuff can be separated again. I could care less about how many Earths there are. Just tell me a good story.
Yeah.
But definitely slip them into their own universes so that you don't have Superman and Captain Marvel in the same.
Yeah. Well, and then you're diluting the Flashes, by having, Jay Garrett and Barry Allen, but then you also have Wally West and you also have Impulse and all the other ones. But
yeah. Yep.
And, just it gives the characters separation.
For short-time listeners, the whole problem with comic books is the dilution of all these characters. Just no one's unique anymore. I mean, I do love, some variations. Like I'm a Miles Morales fan. I almost like him better than Peter Parker. But, sometimes it works. But most of the time, it's just an ocean of characters that are all the same, right? Batman and Robin,
and Robin, and Robin, and
Nightwing and Robin, and Red Robin, and Red Hood, and Batgirl, and Batwoman, and
Batwing. I mean, they had a whole global iterations of Batman too.
Just so many. 12 Green Lanterns from Earth, and just Flash and the Speed Force, and so many Supermans and Supergirls and Spider-Mans, and we gotta have 4 different Captain Americas. I don't mind a little branching off. I think it makes for good stories, but pick which character you like of this version. Don't like it. And yes, it's been going on for years. And everybody, whenever we have joined up into the comic universe, that's my Kyle Rayner, that's my Wally West, and that's my Miles. I don't know all these other characters. Just so we all have our different Ghost Rider that we like. And waste of ideas when you're just copying and pasting. Oh, but this one, his Uncle Ben lived, but his Aunt May died. Okay. So you're doing Elseworlds and What Ifs, and then just merging them into the regular universe.
There's that, and then you think the death of Gwen Stacy occurred in the 60s, which is ages ago So
that's like when we graduated high school.
But to say that has any impact to today's reader, if I just started reading comics, why is Gwen Stacy's character any importance at all? Oh, well, she came back because she's now Ghost Spider. Well, if I had just gotten into comic books, that has no impact. I don't care. Who's Gwen Stacy? Well, we got a Gwen pool. Don't care.
You're okay, still don't care. Now there's more Gwens.
Yeah. Which one, if it matters, you're diminishing, you're diluting it, because you're introducing a character back into the continuity whose loss had a major impact. So if you felt that had an impact, you just wiped it all out. And then for those who are just now getting into it, that storyline happened so long ago. A kid getting into comics now is who's this? I don't know who this person is. Why is there any significance?
Right.
Oh, she died. Well, okay. At the time that story was written, it had meaning. It was the first major character death in Marvel. Right. And it was holy crap, that was Spider-Man's girlfriend, and he was pretty much involved in that happening. It defeats both ends of it. If you want to reference it, you're doing so by making that less important, by having many iterations of this character floating around. But if you're also needing to reference it, you're talking about a story from 60 years ago.
All right. So if you're on the road to 100, you can text us anything. It's on our website. Just click on the link and send us a message. Our webpage is, and this is why I love comics podcast.buzzsprout.com, and it's right up there. You can email us at, and this is why I love comics @gmail.com. Join us on the X at, and this is why I L1. We're on the Facebook at, and this is why I love comics podcast. Join us on the TikTok. Everybody else is, and just put a little heart or something or comment, and you'll be entered into it to win. Please leave us a review. That'll help support the show. Thanks to all our supporters and friends of the show. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks to Thunder Chicken for the tunes. Check them out on Spotify. All the links are in the show notes. And for the podcast, this is Andy.
Yeah, Mike.
And we'll talk to you next time. Maybe we'll do a quiz next time.
Ooh. Guess what we're going to do? A quiz.
A quiz. Doodly doodly.
I really love Cosmic Odyssey. You want to give that one a go?